Hey, howdy. How's everybody doing out there? Guys, it's really fucking hot. It is so hot in San Francisco right now. I've got the window open. I've got this very healthy for me, I guess, vitamin water, which I know is not healthy for me. But it's vitamin water 0, so it's not going to kill me, which is, you know, great. It's not that it's unhealthy, it's that there was a lawsuit at one point that people sued Coke for saying vitamin water was healthy. Or implying that it was healthy. And it's not. It's not any healthier than a lot of other drinks. It doesn't actually have vitamins, which is a very important part of vitamin water. Or what you would think vitamin water would be. Do some adjustments here. It's primarily sugar, but I have the 0, which is total sugar 0 grams, which is important because I'm diabetic. But it's like it's like lemonade water. I mean, this one's lemonade water. Something's like dragon fruit, which I don't think is actually dragon fruit, but it tastes pretty good. Hey, Bedframe, thanks for following. Alright. I don't entirely remember where we are, and I'm a little... what's the word? Trapped by my USB-C cord. Because apparently my Pro Controller depleted while I wasn't playing, which is new. Unpop. Oh shit, that was skip. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, because I think Kyo mentioned...
Listen, that heavy feeling, that's a symptom of redshift. Not to scare you, but all of your corruption levels have been steadily...
Boy, this is not a game you should take a break on, because I only kind of remember the controls.
Maybe you have the Legions to thank for that. Still, worst case scenario, you might find your Legion's sync levels dropping dangerously low.
Hi Kyle, how you doing? I watched you and Surreal play Gears of War a little bit today.
Keep an eye out for a gate you can use.
Got it, thanks. Alright kids, you are the lady. Let's not hang around any longer than we have to.
Surreal's bed is like really weirdly neat. Like it is like maids came in there and did his bed for him. I'm good. It's very hot here. I spent my day working in a cafe. Because my presumption was they would have air. They did not, but they did have water that I don't have to pay for. So I drink a lot of that. SJ Maple said, please update your donation panel. It's currently inaccurate. What's wrong with it? Weird. Oh, because it goes to GI Imran, not Imran ZOMG. Let me see if I can find Imran ZOMG first. That seems like a thing I want to keep updated. While I'm doing this, subscribers, you have an emote now. For some, I just decided to resubmit the Sonic emote and it worked this time. So I'm not 100% sure what the deal is. But there's Sonic, movie Sonic going meow. So please feel free to make my chat a complete mess with that. I am totally okay. Okay, that should be fixed. Donation link is now better. And by better, I mean it actually leads somewhere.
Look, over there. I see someone. They look hurt.
I really hope when they change Sonic, it looks just as bad. I actually kind of want it to look worse. I know it won't. Like, there's no possible way.
Neither of them have any major injuries.
But my major interest in that movie is I want to be able to laugh at it.
Can you get a read on their corruption levels?
Just a sec.
I changed nothing at Shea Mapler. I literally just like, I'm just going to resubmit it and see. I guess I got somebody that thought it was funny this time.
4.86. They're still below the chimerification threshold. If you get them out quick, we can save them.
Great, let's get out of here. Olive.
Hey, Wasted Bandwidth, how you doing?
I can't find anything. There's too much dimensional distortion in the vicinity.
Did anyone watch Oculus Connect today or like saw the news from it? The Oculus Quest, I am making probably a very bad decision that I now want an Oculus Quest. Because like the main thing holding me back was, oh, I'll probably get like annoyed that I can't buy Oculus Rift stuff. But now I can? And now I can also still play Beat Saber.
Where the hell did they come from?
And that's kind of the main reason I want an Oculus Quest.
This is bad. We're almost out of time.
I think I was actually supposed to go
You keep
to
everyone
Oculus
safe,
Quest
okay?
or an Oculus Connect this year. Or at least I had an appointment to go see Medal of
You
Honor.
come with me.
And obviously
Bastards out.
things stymied that. But I remember last year we decided, oh yeah, we're not going to do VR stuff anymore because it just didn't need numbers. But I guess this year with Respawn we decided to. But I don't know if they sent anybody else
Let's
or
go.
it was just me or not. It's a lot easier for me to go than somebody else, I would assume. I assume at some point the dad's gonna die. The question is it gonna be here or not? Oh, what's happening? I finally ended up watching Blessing's show from yesterday. He fucking killed it. I feel like him and Xavier Woods the host most days. Screw up, down, down. Just absorb them into kind of funny. Or maybe they're bigger. Maybe they absorb kind of funny. Point is they should merge. I got a new cat. New pet. I think? I'm not sure what this cutscene is trying to tell me.
What's going on? Commander?
Olive, the override release command. Hurry!
No use. The override release isn't going through.
That's impossible.
Meow. To think we were only a few months away from the Sonic movie until it got delayed. It only got delayed like 2 months-ish. When I hit partner, they should theoretically let me add a new emote, so I have to start considering what that's going to be. I had a Shenmue-related dream last night, but I don't quite remember what it was about. Like, I know it was Shenmue, and I think I was walking around China asking people for things. Oh, I can't use my thing. That's gonna make this difficult.
The gates has caused some aberration in the Legion cores.
We can't hold up much longer! Olive! Commander! Do something!
Commander, there's gotta be something we can do to save them.
Do something now!
Try setting your legatus to mode C. You may be able to recapture them.
That's a good question. How do I do this thing?
You'll have to weaken the legions first. Though I suppose that's easier said than done.
Well, if you don't have any other ideas, looks like that's our only
I like that design. It's very Zone of the Enders. Man, Zone of the Enders 2 was so cool. Like, there's a mission where, an orchestral version, I think it's just the orchestral, it might be the choral version as well, of Beyond the Bounds plays, and, like, you're tasked with, like, taking down a battalion of ships. So you land on each ship, and... You land on each ship and, like, start up this laser cannon that itself takes about 30 seconds to charge, and while it's giving you all these, like, computery, like, loading computational algorithm, stuff like that. It is so good. I'm going back and forth on Shenmue 2. So Kyle, what I just did was I'm looking for the Voodoo. I found 2 Voodoo. I need to get 2 more Voodoo. So it's a rotation now. It's Shenmue on Tuesday, Astral on Wednesdays, and Quantum Break? Is that what I'm playing on Thursdays? Tomorrow might be different. No, tomorrow will be the same. Friday I might do a thing. There's a game with a review embargo tomorrow that I decided I'm just not going to review. I'm just going to stream it on Friday. You know what sucks about Konami? Like, not that they suck. That does suck too. But also that Contra sucks. I like Contra a bit, or quite a bit, and I really would like a new good Contra.
What the hell's with your hair?
And I feel like that's Blazing Chrome. But I have a few issues with Blazing Chrome that I wish like an official Contra would be able to handle.
A true Legionis. Yes. Wonderful.
Like, Blazing Chrome should have different weapons for everybody.
Now's our best chance. Gotta do this while they're distracted. Get those civilians to safety, now! Jin, Alicia, go! Roger! Acura! Let's back up Jin and Alicia and find us a way out of here!
I don't... Where's my thing that shows me how much energy this guy has? Okay, well, I'm guessing just my Legion has infinite energy in this fight, which is cool. I like those kind of things. I'm taking so many hits. I'm not going to get a good rating on this fight. Oh, they enclosed the arena so I can't do the thing more easily. I should probably heal though. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that's super cheap. I should just keep using that all the time. Oh, this arena's getting smaller. This is not cool. Oh, perfect. Wait, no, there's all of them now. This is bad. This is actually the worst case scenario. Yeah, Blazing Chrome was good, and like, if I started streaming by the time I like played it, I probably would have streamed it instead. But I wish the characters had different abilities per like weapon upgrade, like cut to hardcore. And I wish there was like 1 or 2 more levels. It feels like it ended right when I feel like the game was getting great. Which, I mean, it's an indie game, it's not an economic production. It's like, maybe if it was like a full, you know, publisher-backed game. That said, I've been liking a lot of what the Arcade Crew is doing. They're the indie publisher that I believe they're .mu, and the Arcade Crew is like their initiative to do like arcade-style games. So they've got that. They've got God, what was the name of that game? It's killing me now. I don't remember it. Young Souls? No, not Young Souls. But it's like Young Souls. ZLR. ZL plus ZR. Some people from who were at the Last of Us event, and I'm not going to name, but they're not who you think they are, or were told me a bit about impressions of that game, and they sound very cool. They sound like they're making some big gameplay leaps that I'm excited about. B? Oh yeah, that's fine. I gotta talk out loud there. So, yes, I've thought about a random thing. The problem is I also already work 2 jobs. So, Young Soul, okay, you're right. What am I thinking of then? Of the other game that's like a Scooby-Doo mystery style game that came out like 2 years ago. But, okay, I am working a lot, so it's hard to want to commit more than 3 days a week to streaming. It's just sometimes like, oh, I just want to do this. This isn't like why I would do another game. But we'll see. Like, if this starts becoming more lucrative, then yes. I'm also thinking about expanding the timing of it more to like just 1 hour, but I know that I start on the West Coast, which is not ideal timing for everybody who watches. Okay, so yeah, the other game was called Crossing Souls. That's why I was confused, because they're very Soulsian. IGN stuff is going well. It's SEO, which is not exactly my passion, but it's interesting to look at this sort of stuff. And it does round me out quite a bit in my career that, hey, I can go, hey, I work for IGN doing SEO stuff. It's interesting being at the whims of Google, though. Like yesterday, we got the Last of Us 2 date thing up fast.
I'll keep him busy.
Because everyone knew Last of Us 2 date was coming, so we had like a thing ready for it.
Listen to me.
But because Google just didn't crawl the site fast enough,
Legions.
like it just wasn't there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we lost out on all the possible clicks you'd get from being like the first, most relevant story for it.
Except yours.
And there's like there's nothing to do about it. I was like reading up like how do I get Google to index a site, and they just don't until they do. Yes, Reb, you're right. Crossing Souls is Devolver. The reason I get those confused is because of Tinsley PR. They didn't do anything wrong, but they represent both Arcade Crew and Devolver. Yeah, they rip a lot of very similar stuff.
Let me go! Dad!
Oh, here's where the dad's dying. Okay. You can't have an anime game with a dad. He either has to be absent or dead.
Don't worry. I'll be back. I promise.
What was there was an anime I was actually I don't know if I want to talk about this, but there's like a dad anime that was it looked really cute of the guy is raising this adopted daughter like he's a relative or she's a relative's daughter or something, and like he's trying to get her to like him.
But for now,
And she, like I remember a very cute scene of like her hugging him after school or something like that. Then someone's like, yeah, he starts dating her later. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, when she grows up, they start dating. And that just ruined me for ever watching that anime or remembering the name. It might be Bunny Drop.
safe. You got it.
Yeah, it's one of those. That's why I kind of wait for anime to finish before I start watching it, because I need to make sure there's nothing like that. I need to catch up on manga. I used to do a manga podcast, and I literally have just not read manga since then, since the podcast ended. Hey, Victini510, thank you for following. But, yeah, like, I've not read One Piece in 3 years now, which means I have a lot of One Piece to catch up on. Bikini says, hey Imran, big fan of you and the GI crew, and now the KFG crew. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Stop! Stop!
Let go! Let me go!
I was going to be on Gamescast tomorrow, but I had to turn it down because I'm freelancing for another site for something else. So I'm not going to be on till... Let's see. I have KFGD on October 1st. So a couple of days, next week. I need to finish reading the My Hero manga. I started rereading it and I got to... I'm guessing the anime is past this part now, but the like inter-school, the ball throwing thing where you hit the sensors. And it just introduced so many characters and I was like, I'll get back to this when it's a little less crazy. And then I forgot. So the part where I didn't have to do anything, great. Also, I missed one. Hey, Drew RWX, thank you for following. Followers are always appreciated. Iris has been upgraded to show blood type. The standard issue cap worn by the Ark's finest. Should I wear a hat? I like the ponytail look. Why would I spend time on the hair to wear a hat? Astral Chain, to my knowledge, does not have a manga. I need to watch more okay, I don't need to watch more anime. I would like to watch more anime. I am annoyed that Promare is only showing in Emeryville, which is a bit of a trek for me. And also, if it's that far a trek, I don't want to go alone. I'm going to see if I can cajole Belinda Garcia to, like, make the trek with me. Because I feel like she's enough of a nerd that she would also want to watch it.
Are you awake?
She says, thank you for playing my current favorite Switch game. You made me a fan with your multiple Talking Simpsons appearances. Glad to hear it. I feel like I wasn't great that first time. The second time I felt a lot more comfortable. There's also I'm on a Retronauts with Bob. I don't know when they're going to release that, but it's for Bloodstained. Should be fairly soon.
Lab work turned up anything you should be worried about. No major external injuries either. You should be good to move. I'd suggest going to the command room. The commander wants to speak with you. I know you've been through a lot.
My plan,
Try to keep moving
for,
forward.
by the way,
Okay.
I've been thinking about this, is to stream Death Stranding. But I have a friend who's coming into town the day after that game comes out. So I might just stream it all that night, or stream as much of it as I can that night. Which I might not do, depending on if I work the next day. I might just take the day off and not do that. But that game could be a lot longer than I think, and that might not be possible. In that case, I'm just going to... It would be about a week and a half to 2 weeks before I would get to it.
You're on your feet again. Good. You gave us all quite a surprise back there.
I like that jacket look, and I also like looks of vest with suit jacket.
Legions and one of our best officers. This is a serious blow to Neuron. To make matters worse, while you were all on the other side, the Aegis Research Institute came under attack.
I was inspired by that video of like a French cooking show that had a... Like they showed a cat running into a glass door. Just a loud thunk. Oh, you want me to hit A? Even though I didn't have to before this.
Would be trouble enough on its own. I don't imagine the timing is a coincidence. They hit the Legion production facility the hardest. It will be months before it's operational again. You understand where this is going. Your Legion is the only one that we have left. Naturally, we can't expect any sympathy from the Chimeras. Their attacks will only get worse. So, at least until Legion production...
Where do I go to wear the hat?
I'm restructuring...
Can I just do it from my computer?
...with you at the center. But the new structure is a simple one. All other Neuron officers are now chiefly tasked with supporting you. Of course, you'll all be working with the conventional police to dispose of aberrations and...
From what I hear, Joshua Caleb says these legions seem pretty intelligent. Maybe we shouldn't be forcibly enslaving them. From what Austin Walker talked about this game on something, maybe it was Waypoint Radio, he's saying it never comes up again. Of like, yeah, they're clearly intelligent, and enslaving them clearly puts them in pain, but it's just never touched on. Which is like, that's platinum. To bring up things and never really talk about it. There's a reason most of their best games are written by other people.
Surely you felt that harmony flowing through your own body. As strong as a chimera. No, stronger.
He seemed evil.
Dare I say, I couldn't ask for a more suitable hand.
Like, all he needs to do is like lift his glasses up the anime way with like that thing, and I would be convinced he was evil.
But I digress. Given time and familiarity, you and your legion...
Hey, Detonate 012, thank you for following.
The Chimeras won't stand a chance against the two of you. It is a heavy...
Gendo Ikari did nothing wrong, except for all the incredibly many things he did wrong morally and legally.
But it's yours now. There's a special program in the training room that I think will be of some use to you. I had it prepared in case someone like you came along. It should help you get used to your newfound strength and unlock your Legion's true potential. See the terminal in the training room if you want.
Bikini says, back to your previous comment about a Stranding, I have 3 huge exams the week Outer Worlds releases. That does suck. Alright, which one's my PC? That's my PC. Outer Worlds is great. Played that game at Judges Week and I was like, this is so good. If I didn't do any of the actual judging, I was just there for like writing stuff up. but that would have been my game of the show. I was listening to Xenoblade X music yesterday, just for the hell of it. That game's soundtrack bopped. Okay, I'm increasingly confused of where I should be able to change my equipment. Locker room. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Hey, kind medic. What's up? You're not that kind. Elevators. Like, can I change in here? I can... Okay. Yes? Oh, finally. If you can hear me, you must be very special. My name is Belle. I'm a fairy and I watch over toilets in here. It's true, really, but I need your help. See, there's no paper left in the stall. Could you give me some? Yes. What a kind human. Thank you. Truly. There, this toilet is now appropriately blessed, thanks to you. Here's a gift from Belle for your troubles. When there's a toilet in trouble, Belle will be right there until we meet again. I got an empty can. So, I'm not shocked that supposedly weapons and loot boxes have been data mined out of Modern Warfare. My understanding is it scoots around the ESRB label. So the ESRB agreed a while ago to label the loot, whether on a game has loot boxes. And I believe if you add it in later, you don't have to... What do you call it? You don't have to do it. You don't have to put it on the label. I'm not sure if that might just be apocryphal. But that's been my assumption.
Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Games can get rating changed post-release, but by that point most of the sales are done. I like where this is going. Japan loves their mascots in a way the rest of the world super does not understand.
He's a new recruit I've heard so much about.
I had a Blue Badger pin on my backpack and Would it have to be? Would have been college, I guess.
As a police dog, it's my job to spread safety awareness.
Hey, Zach, Karen, how you doing?
And smiles.
Or sorry, Zarkrin. Zarkrin.
All over the yard. But that's not all. I've got one more really important. You got it. Giving you the inside scoop on your new home here at Neuron Headquarters. So what do you say, partner? Ready to learn a few new tricks?
The world's kind of ending, but sure.
This here is the training room. All neuron training is handled by computer simulation, so you can train on your own 24
Cool.
hours
I was
a
in there
day.
already.
Everyone here trains really hard, especially Alan and Jen. Training's part of the job too, you know. Oh, so speaking of jobs, I just remembered I've still got a whole mountain of paperwork to file today. Oh, I mean, cars to chase. A whole mountain of cars to chase. Speeding cars. Yeah. Anyway. I'll be back to show you around the station soon. I promise. And hey, I'll let you in on one super convenient secret before I go. Come on, lean in.
Oh, that's fine, Zarkrin. I'm the younger brother, so no one ever calls me by. Joshua Caleb says keep following her to finish the quest.
There! With Lappy's secret shortcut. Well, old Lappy will be back in a jiff, partner.
Damn it, cannot. Oh well.
Congrats on becoming a Legionist! Not just anyone can do it, you know. Let me explain a bit about your new abilities. With the help of this special program, courtesy of the Command Choose a Training program.
Didn't we do all this?
Okay, partner, let's start the program. The sync attack is a... While you and your legion are... If you give your legion an order first, try a string of regular. When you do...
Why can't I send my legion out?
What's the matter, partner?
Okay.
Roger that. Keep
This
up the
is
good
fairly. This is after like the first major mission, I think. Oh, I see. I'm not supposed. That's the flash is on me. Gotcha.
Got it! Now just remember that timing and make it work for you. That's all. Okay, Park.
Oh shit, are we rising now? Oh, we're rising now.
Different types of legion have different...
The faux southern accent actually really bothers me. I wish games wouldn't do it.
Let's try it out.
I wish nothing would do it, because no one gets it right.
You'll have to tanks are a kind of current too. With the right time, chimeras are pretty fast.
I will say I've seen the complaint about this game that everything is just
Good look at how they move.
2 text boxes too much,
Give it a shot.
and I can definitely see that.
That was great. A counter slash could be
Definitely people thought this was Xenoblade, Drew RX. I remember watching Nintendo Direct reactions, and I think even myself at the very first couple of seconds, I was like, "Oh, this seems very Monolith soft."
The Sword Legion slash is lightning quick. We'll take advantage of that with this next trick. Take a look at those 2 objects in front of you there. These are simulations of Astral Mass. They react to Legion attacks, but not if you just hit them. One figured it out yet? That's where the sword line up the Legions. Try it out. Fantastic, partner. Now, to be honest, we don't really know what activating astral matter. So, if you come across it in the astral,
Hey, thanks for coming, Victania. You have a good night.
and let us know what happens. That's all for this program.
Oh, there's so much more. Well, there's 2 more.
Okay, partner.
I'm trying to run an entertaining stream here.
You can have the
Oh, I already know how to do
Legion
this.
in this training. First, I'll put out. Wow, you mastered it already. Chain jumping can help you get to areas you can't reach on your own. I'll bet you think you can only move. Not so. If you hey, what? Oh, so close.
Look, I don't need your bullshit.
If you hook the chain around, hey, why don't you try to chain jump into that circle from where you are right now?
The blocking still feels a little off, SJ Mapler. I'm not sure what it is. Or not blocking, but dodging. I think maybe it's just I want this to feel like Bayonetta and the window is not that large.
That's all for this program. What's up next? Okay, partner.
Okay.
You can even use chain. Send your legion out towards enemies that are up high. You'll rocket towards them and keep swinging at the sands easy. Now that's the chain jump. Once you're used to it,
Bayonetta probably had the biggest like window for dodging. Not Bayonetta, Nier Automata.
oh, there's one. Remember how you hooked the chain around a pillar? You'll hit them while you hook your chain around a bunch of enemies.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm done though. I don't feel like doing this the way that it thinks it wants me to.
What's the matter, partner? Finished with your training? See you soon.
You could spam the dodge in Nier. You could, I think, install chips to make the window larger
We've added a whole new special menu.
to the point where like you could basically make contact with the sword and still, or with the enemy's attack and still dodge out of the way.
I mean, if it were me, I'd be using
Which is on
it to
purpose,
try and
though.
Save Dad right about now.
They very much wanted a game ARPG fans could play, not a game
So
for character
obsessed
action
with
fans
chimeras.
necessarily.
He hardly notices Dad's
If you compare
gone.
Automata to Nier 1, it is absolutely a much
Dad's
better
still
game.
alive out there. I know
It's just
he
not
is.
Bayonetta or Rising. This is a dense, like, really system-dense game.
Hey again, partner. It's sorry to bail on you. Let's try a hands-on approach. I'll be waiting.
Rising is great. I might stream that. I didn't want to stream that and Astral Chain at the same time. This is such a long-winded sequence to have after I've already done the, like, major incident in the game. Like, the first major thing.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Anyone here? No. Anyone on this floor?
Information.
Oh, this frame rate is tanking. Okay. Doesn't look like it.
Shut down.
To the weapon upgrade room. Also the infirmary. Apparently.
Hey, you're not hurt, are you? Well, if you are... Dr. Brenda's got enough medicine for everyone at rock-bottom prices. But, just between you and me, every time I wonder if she wants to experiment on me. Look, I'm a Labrador.
They're
I'm a lab rat.
really making this grading very fast.
Anyway, I've got a lot to do. So, see you later. And remember, safety first, and you won't end up in here.
Now that Victini is gone, I probably might take out this hat because I miss my ponytail. Like, this should have been... I don't know. I understand the desire to split up that first section and the next section, because otherwise it would have been too much at once. But this is also too much at once.
Like a little grooming anytime you feel like a change, right? Sometimes even your old pal Lappy likes to...
Yeah, it seems like Game and X Market, like, I know Game Informer really hated it. Waypoint seems to like it, but Austin comes from a very, like, Armored Core is amazing, one of the best games ever perspectives. Which is a valid perspective that lots of people have. But if you don't have that, that game might not appeal to you. Pacing is the thing I heard that's weirdest about this game. And at this point, I don't disagree.
This is the break room, where dog-tired members of Neuron... And thanks to Ben, you can get a tasty pick-me-up whenever
it does feel like they want this to be a denouement of like, okay, chill out, come down a bit. You just had like a big mission. But on the other hand, I don't want to. I want to continue the, like, at the pacing I was at. Or at least be doing something I feel is constructive.
Energy drink is the best thing before heading out. So even Lappy laps one up every now and then.
Fuck that guy. Where would you put it, Drew RWX? I assume at the top? I'm unsure what I'd put for the best game of all time. My favorite would probably be Mega Man X. But best?
Where we keep the technical division.
It's a weird category because technology improves so much. Like technology won't necessarily make a movie better, but like technology and institutional knowledge definitely make games better. Like they not just. It's a hard argument to make, but like a PS2 first-person shooter is probably not going to play the same way a PS4 one will.
Wait. Oh, don't tell me. You're not actually taking that X-Baton out in the field, are you? Why, no, that won't do.
Just give me a sword or a dagger.
Or shoot, but there's no way I'm letting you walk out of here like that. Hey, Ted? 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 He can't hear me. I'll tell you what. I'll start setting up if you'll go get Ted's attention. Tell him you need material.
At this point, I really just want to play Final Fantasy VII. And like, all other games feel like I'm just kind of biding time until then.
Sorry, I was just revisiting a few of my favorite explosions. Ted Garcia, at your service. So, who are you? Oh, right, you're one of the newbie material codes, huh? Well, you have to go through the proper procedure. Gotta keep track of our inventory, yeah?
Make me stronger.
Right. That material code should do it.
Yeah, they're giving me a sword.
There. Now you can use your.
Like I wanted to only play an hour, but I feel like I've accomplished nothing.
That camera should have all
So I may play a little bit longer, not too long, but I just want to get out and do something. I want to hit people with my big sword. Damn it.
Looks like it works. Hang on to it until Max gets back, okay? He'll want to see all the pictures you took.
Okay, partner. See you at the next stop.
It probably doesn't make sense to start an investigation when I'm gonna wait a week to play the rest. So we might call it there? Or, I don't know. Wait, there's still more? Are you kidding me? Okay, at least I get to fight some things. Oh wow, this is the percentage, huh? So it says only use my baton. Does it mean I can't use my Legion? It seems I can use it. Means I can't use the other weapons. That was confusing. Granted, it's over now, so who cares? Alright, so we'll finish this Lappy tour, then we'll call it a night. Or this Lappy tour and apparently this training I'm now embroiled into and emotionally invested in. Okay, this guy's annoying, but not as annoying as his drones. Yes, mastered. I mastered the long range thing. It did not get my ass beat for like a minute. Now let's try Gladius mode. success. The combat in this game is cool. It's also very confusing and overwhelming. Holy shit, die. Not what I meant. Don't kill me. Clearly I survived that with a lot of wiggle room. Double Legion control would be very cool. I would like to see that. Hey, no. I'm absolutely not doing expert training right now. I'm gonna go finish this lappy bullshit. Where do you want me to be? Oh, so Sanctuary and High Maintenance, and that's on B2. I'm on B3. Okay. Let's go do that. Hey Grizzly, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. You now have access to the Sonic emote, which I think everyone will agree is the best emote on Twitch. Yep. I highly encourage everyone to spam it. Oh, Sanctuary means bathroom.
This is the restroom. It's for everyone, so make sure you keep it clean. Even I'm house trained after all. Oh, by the way, Shizu says there's some kind of... Oh, I'm sure she's just joking. Right? Right? Suddenly, I feel the need to go sniff the roses.
That's not a term I've heard in many years. Okay. Let's go find where this last place is. Don't worry about it, Brew. I'll be streaming tomorrow, too. High maintenance. Should be right here. Oh no, it's inside the command room. Yep. Have you ever watched Food Wars? I read the manga, Shokugeki no Soma. It started out really, really great, and at some point they lost the woman who designs the recipes to like make them interesting. so it stopped. It became just more reliant on the fan service than the like food war part of it.
Means making sure you're
So I stopped. I kind of dropped off. I've heard from friends that it got worse and worse and worse.
I've never seen a
And
but fighting chimeras must be
there was like a lot of really good chefs, and then there were like a lot of not very good chefs, and it became a lot less interesting.
So legions probably do too. After you clean them, you can change their armor's colors and show them off in style.
Yeah, it stays good for a while. Around the time Food Hitler shows up, which is just a name. He's not actually Food Hitler, but he's kind of Food Hitler. That's when the anime starts getting less interesting because they kind of don't do anything cool with him.
Thanks for sticking with the tour to the very end. As a reward for your dedication, here's your very...
Hell no.
Bark, partner! Oh, I mean... working hard, I see. I don't believe we've met. I'm Marie Wentz. Lappy told me so much about you, I feel like I know you already. And there is something I need to talk to you about.
I wouldn't be shocked. I heard the manga ending is pretty bad.
Look, I know you're really busy, and we just... Oh, I can't say it out here. Let's... Whenever you're ready, but...
Okay, let's finish this up. I don't think this game's elevators move in real time. Like, I don't think each of these areas is a functional building. I think it's kind of like the way Portal cheats, of like they use portals in the doors, but they don't visibly show as portals. They just use those mechanics. That's a giant cat.
Not that I thought you wouldn't. So here. I met this little guy while out on patrol. I couldn't just leave him.
Also, that's an
there.
intense amount of jiggle, or those shadows are doing weird things.
And you had to bring him back, right?
Oh! Akira! What are you doing here?
I saw her coming down here and wondered if something...
Is the Attack on Titan creator a Nazi? Somebody told me that, and I was like, I should look that up and see. I never got a chance. But I remember someone being like, yeah, he says he doesn't like Jewish people.
Way off limits, Marie.
And it didn't seem wrong enough for me to go, that can't be true. It was enough for me to be like, that might be true.
The little guy over to me. I'll make sure he gets back where he came from. Safe and sound.
Drew, honestly, Astral Chains, it reminds me of Code Geass in a lot of ways. It's a little less character heavy, by little I mean a lot. But like the lighter parts of Code Geass, it kind of strikes me that way.
I bought so much.
I need to shave. I got a thing tomorrow. I'm gonna shave tonight.
So much cat
Or
food.
trim, at least.
The good stuff too. Oh, now what am I gonna do? Eat it myself?
I've had this beard going since PAX.
We've gotten reports of several missing persons around Maison Forest, in Zone 30. It's more than the local police can handle, so they put the call out to us. Let's wrap things up before it gets any worse over there. Akira.
I'm gonna sneeze as I pick up.
Oh, wait, what? I'm sorry.
Are you even listening? You're going to Maison Forest. What? Wouldn't have taken you for a slacker. Anyway, all the other officers have their own assignments, so go support the Legionnaires.
I wanted to warn people just in case you were like, why is he screaming? I scream sneeze pretty badly.
If, of course, you're feeling up to it.
Maison Forest. That's perfect. Wait, what? Sorry, come on, let's get going. Get ready, and I'll meet you on the roof. Chop chop.
Oh my. Okay, well, take your time and make sure you don't forget anything before you go.
Okay. We'll start that next time. Oh, I need to go upstairs to the command center to save. Is that how you pronounce that? Sarkrin? Or not pronounce it, or spell that? I guess I've never Romanized it in my head. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it every time you guys come, and I appreciate the subs a lot too. Tomorrow we're gonna do Con and Break, and possibly we're gonna do a Friday stream because I know it'll function as a review for a game. But yeah, I'll just start the stream up and do the talk about my feelings about the game up until then. But I will see you guys next time.